Hi, I'm Iowa ingredient chef Katy Meyer from Trumpet Blossom Cafe here in Iowa City, and we are back from our home kitchen, and I have, of course, my favorite helper.
Ellen, I'm 5.
He's 5. And today we are making cookies. Cookies. So we are using kind of a recipe as a guideline, and we're going to make some adjustments based on what we have here at home. So the recipe is for oatmeal peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. So we are starting with half a cup of peanut butter. You could also use any nut butter that you have at home. You could use almond butter, or you could even use sunflower seed butter. And there's half a cup of that, and here we have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And then the recipe calls for a teaspoon of vanilla, but we don't have any vanilla. But the next ingredient is 4 tablespoons of warmed milk. So we are actually using vanilla soy creamer. So we'll get a little vanilla from that. So I just warmed that on the stovetop over low. Yeah. All right, so these are our wet ingredients, and we're gonna stir these together until they're well combined. All right, this looks pretty good. It's still nice and thick, but everything's incorporated. So now we have our dry ingredients over here. We have 3/4 of a cup of rolled oats. These are gluten-free, they don't have to be. And then we have half a cup of whole wheat pastry flour, just because that's the flour that we had. You could use all-purpose. You could use a gluten-free flour that you have. We have in there also 1/3 of a teaspoon of baking soda. We also have 1/3 of a teaspoon of salt. And then we added in half a teaspoon of cinnamon and half a teaspoon of ginger because they're delicious. And Erin is gonna whisk all of those dry ingredients together for us. Okay. You wanna dump that in there? Or you want me to do it? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got it? Yep. That's okay. Here you go. So, this looks like what we want. And now, the original recipe just called for chocolate chips, but we thought it would be fun to add some other stuff that we have, which, in here we have chocolate chips. What else do you see in there? Pumpkin seeds?
Yeah.
And sunflower seeds. And at the bottom, some walnuts. All right, so we're just gonna stir all of this together. Oh, I should have told you earlier to preheat your oven to 350, please, which we did. And now we're gonna portion those out on our baking sheet. And the recipe told us to use parchment paper. We don't have parchment paper right now. So what I did is I sprayed it with a little spray oil, and then I dusted some flour on it. So hopefully that works. We'll find out. This makes about a dozen, and we are gonna, if you had like a little ice cream scoop or a cookie scoop, you could use that. We're just gonna use a couple spoons to put them on the tray. These are gonna go in the oven for about 12 to 14 minutes, and then we're gonna pull them out and let them cool a little bit. Then we're gonna put a little bit of frosting on them that we made with cashews and the soy creamer and a little maple syrup. And then a special treat at the very end, which you'll have to find out about in like, 30 seconds TV time. All right, so the cookies are out of the oven and they have cooled. They were in there for about 12 minutes, and then we just left them on the sheet to cool. If you had a cooling rack, you could transfer them to the cooling rack after a couple minutes. And now we're going to decorate them with some, what we're gonna call cashew cream. If you wanted to make like a little bit of buttercream or just some simple powdered sugar icing, you could do that. Or obviously, you don't need frosting on cookies, but right now, that's what we're gonna do. And then we also have some sprinkles left over from Erin's birthday cake a while ago, so we are gonna just go nuts and put those on there too. And luckily my spray oil and flour worked. Wow! What do you think?
Good.
Good. I think that was a success. Thanks so much for joining us, and please check out Iowa Ingredient on Thursday, April 2nd for the new season of shows, and you can watch me make more things with oats. 6:30 Thursday, April 2nd on Iowa PBS. Thanks so much.
Bye. Ellen. Bye.